Alrighty, so this is how to do the pendulum lab. So you're going to start by going to the PhET simulation. You can either click on the link in Google Classroom, or you can click or type into Google PhET pendulum lab. And then you're going to, when you get to this page, you're going to click on lab. You're going to open it up. And then you are going to change different things about this pendulum. So first of all, to get it swinging, you're going to want to just drag it. And as you drag it, you'll notice that there's an angle up here that was showing up. So let me drag it again. Oops. And you can see what angle I'm going to release it at. And then it'll start swinging. To calculate the period of this pendulum, the easiest way is to go down here in the bottom left-hand corner where it says period timer and just click that box. And then if you click play, it's going to time exactly one full oscillation. So it starts from the middle, goes all the way left, all the way right, and back to the middle again for one full oscillation. So just remembering the period is the time it takes for one full oscillation. So if I time this again, it should be exactly the same amount of time. Then as part of this activity, you're going to see if the angle affects it. So you'll take it to a different angle just by where you want to drop this. And you're going to see it swing bigger. And then you'll time the period again, see if it changes see if the angle affects the period of the pendulum. And then you can also drag over here on the right-hand side. For the length, you can change the mass and you can change gravity. You do not need to worry so much about the friction thing. You can just play with that to see what it does. But the four things that I'm looking for are angle, length, mass, and gravity to see how those things affect the period of a pendulum or do not affect the period of a pendulum. Then, as part of your data collection part of this lab, you are going to change the length of your pendulum. So let's say I can make my length really small, and I'm going to want to pick, just one angle. And I recommend picking a small angle. You will get better data if you pick a small angle. So let's say I pick 7 degrees. And I'm going to have it start. Click the play button here. So I want to make sure that I keep everything the same. There we go, there's 7. And then I can click period and I can look at what the period is of that pendulum. And then you're going to change the length. You're going to pick 10 different lengths. And on your lab document, you are going to fill that in these blue boxes. Do not fill in anything else. And as you type this in, you're going to notice that right here where it says no data, the graph is going to appear. And your gravity, angle, and mass should all be your constants. So you need to tell me what those are there. And then as you type it in, I've made the Google Sheet in such a way that your data will automatically create this table as well. So you do not need to type in here. It will automatically type itself in there. And it will also create this second graph. And then we will do a little activity with it in class where we are going to determine what the meaning of that slope is and if your slope matches what it should be based on what your constants were. So if you have any questions, please let me know.